Alright, we're gonna... Oh, that's still so bright. Damn.
Baby, I'm wishing for you.
Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to this chat up. Thank you for being here if you are here. This is... I don't know. This is a, personal, not super personal, but, more personal and more vulnerable. Yeah. So, I mean, you guys can see from the title, it's called Acceptance, and it's because, I don't know, I've been doing a lot of reflecting lately in my life, and, I don't know, I've come to a lot of acceptance. I will start off by saying, trigger warning, not because I'm going to really be getting into anything super deep and, graphic or anything like that, but I know some people can still be triggered if they're not ready to hear anything just about other people's brief stories about anxiety or depression or anything like that, and I do not want to trigger anybody, so trigger warning for that reason. Again, nothing graphic, nothing too personal or gory or anything like that, but I just want to put that out there just so if you don't think you're ready to hear anything that I may potentially say, you can go ahead and come back next time when you are ready. But for those of you who are still here, I want to say that even though I am making a video and it is personal that I am posting online, I am still a human being. So anything that you say will have an effect on me, and I just want you to be cautious of what you comment. Again, I know not people will watch me say this and still end up saying some shitty things in the comments because they will get triggered by what I say, and I'm well aware of that. So I am mentally trying to prepare myself for that, but still I would like to put this out there that I am trying to protect myself. I'm trying to protect anybody else who may be going through something similar. So think about what you're going to say. Think about if you were in my position on the receiving end of that comment, how would that make you feel? If it's going to make you feel bad, don't comment it. That's just basically simple. Again, not everyone is going to listen. That's fine. You do what you want to do. I'm preparing myself for that. Just wanted to put that out there just so that everyone knows I am trying to protect myself even from the negative ass commentos. It's so windy. My incense blew out. But let's get into what I really want to talk about since I said that. For the past week, and I'm gonna say week, that's a very general term, it works, you know. I've been genuinely happy, and I know this because based on my conscious mind, I don't even really know what happiness is until this last week, which I experienced it. I've been very confident, I've been very proud of myself, I've been just in this euphoric state of just happiness. I'm proud of myself, I'm proud of the people around me. I was giving so much love. I just felt love within myself, within those around me, you know, even people I have never talked to before. I just was trying to send so much positive energy and just wanted to be in a good state of mind. And I genuinely was. And something that also clarifies that for me was people's comments on me, and just basically how they saw a change. And I know you don't need validation for that, but it can just kind of, in that sense, it kind of clarified, okay, I do genuinely seem happy because I genuinely am. And again, I was saying that because I don't really know what happiness is. For a long time in my life, I have a lot of gaps. You know, my glasses are glaring. I want to talk to you guys straight up. Let me turn this down. For a long time in my life, I've had a lot of gaps in my memory. I still do. I was literally thinking about this earlier today when I was in the shower, and whenever I view my memories, it's almost like it's a hallway with a shit ton of doors, and the memories that I don't remember, it's like the door, when I get close to it, slams shut and it's locked and I can't get in. Those that I do remember, the door just sits open, I can walk in, relive that memory. And then those that I kind of remember, you know, through either what I feel like is a dream or through other people speaking of it, the door's open, but there's this foggy film that's in front of the doorway, so I can't get in, but I can see what's going on. It's kind of distorted, if that makes sense. And that's for probably memories from junior year of high school on back. I have very, very, very seldom memories that I can remember. And I firmly believe it's because I have a lot of childhood trauma. There's a lot of trauma that added on to that when I was growing up, and the area I was in and the people that I were around at the time and the energy that they were in and so on and so forth, that just kind of built up, and it caused this sort of blockage. And I need to see a therapist for it, and hopefully one day I can. The situation has not been able to be presented right now, but eventually, when it's the right time, I'll be able to go, and hopefully get some of that unlocked. But through those gaps, and those gaps of memories, it can create a sense of loneliness. All of my life, I felt alone. Even though I have a loving family, my family is fucking amazing, and I have met so many people that, I have friends that are loving, and I've met so many people that are loving. I just feel like I have a hard time connecting to people, and I definitely have a hard time opening up to people. Just so interesting that I'm freaking making this video, but I don't know, something told me it's okay. I guess we'll see in the editing process and the uploading process if that happens. If not, you won't even be hearing this message. But anyway, but yeah, I have a really hard time connecting to people. It's just something that's very difficult for me. And that creates a sense of loneliness, It stems from abandonment issues that I have. It stems from hanging with the wrong people and in the wrong crowds at the wrong time, and not really being able to form connections with others. It even stems from a loneliness within myself. I mentioned in one of my monthly readings where I at the very beginning, I spoke for like 20 minutes about how I had really extreme body dysmorphia, and the person that you see, for the longest time in my life, I felt like I wasn't supposed to look like this. I had a completely different image of myself. Completely different. And that version of myself that I had in my mind of what I should look like is absolutely nothing of what you see. And it's not even possible for me to achieve that ever. That's just not. And so that fucked with me. And then certain people that I was around growing up just kind of made it worse, I was bullied when I was a child. I do remember briefs of that. When I was really young, I was bullied by, I swear, in elementary school I had a bully every single year, and I didn't know why. I was always the kid who kind of stuck to myself. I'm a big daydreamer, so I had imaginary friends all the way up until like freshman year of high school. And then in high school, when I got rid of my imaginary friends, I wrote myself into stories, and that is how I coped with that loneliness, okay? So it was always just that I was independent, and then because I didn't really know myself, it was hard for me to even relate to other people. And so for me, I still do this now, and this is still an insecurity because I've gotten called narcissistic and arrogant for doing this. The way that I relate to people is through my own experiences, right? So like, say two people are talking about something. It's not that I try to deter the conversation to me. The only way, I don't do small talk. I'm shit at small talk. I don't like it. I just won't say anything. But the only way for me to be able to insert myself in the conversation and be included is if I tell a story about myself. Again, not intentional. I'm not trying to be narcissistic. I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm not trying to be like, look at the attention to me. It's, oh, you guys are talking about this thing. This has happened to me. I can relate to you on this level. This is just how, like, things, that's how I operate, And because so many people would call me narcissistic, or because I was arrogant, or people just didn't genuinely understand where I was coming from, it made me shut down even more from myself and from the world around me. And then that's starting to make me question, okay, who the hell even am I, right? Am I this narcissistic person? Do I really only think about myself? Okay, but I hate myself, so what does that mean for me? You know, I hate myself, but I only talk about myself. So am I really arrogant and narcissistic, or do I actually hate myself? Okay, well, maybe I should just stop talking altogether, right? Maybe I should just stop socializing with people. Maybe I should just fucking disappear, right? I was depressed for all of my life that I can remember. And that's not an exaggeration. You can ask my family, you can ask the friends that I was with at certain points in time. You know, I was just very closed off. I was very depressed. I went through a lot, and I did a lot of things to myself, and I said a lot of things to myself that I shouldn't have, because I was hurting, and I felt like no one understood me, and I even felt like I didn't understand myself. You know, when people will ask you that question, what's wrong, and you genuinely don't know what's wrong, but people just keep asking you, well, talk to me, what's wrong? And you're just like, I can't talk to you because I don't know what's wrong. That has been me, like, all of my life. People are like, well, what's wrong with you? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Something's wrong. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I feel like this. And then I keep getting asked that question over and over again. I'm like, I'm trying to explain to you, like, I don't know what's wrong myself, right? I just feel overly emotional right now. I feel like crying. I feel like I need to be by myself. I don't want to be here. I want to disappear. I want to be gone. That's it. I just don't want to be here. I just want to vanish. I get that feeling a lot. And for these past 2 days, after having a really good week and after feeling really happy, these past 2 days, I've been just so, like, I found myself reverting back to who I've been all my life. That sad, really depressed, like, overwhelmed, anxiety all over my body person. Yesterday, I had such a bad anxiety attack that I went and I got in the shower and I sat in the bathroom in the shower for like over an hour. I let the water run for a couple minutes, and then I just kind of sat on the floor on the shower, knees to my chest, and just cried. And then I'll turn the shower water off. And the bathroom here, it has like 2 different lights. It has an automatic light and then a light that's over the mirror. And I always turn the light on over the mirror just in case, because the automatic light when you're in the shower will cut off. I just kind of let that cut off, and I just sat in the shower. Just sat there in the shower on the ground in the half darkness and cried. And then I had to take a moment and just try to calm myself down. I asked for help. You know, I asked my guys for help. I said, please help me. I don't know what to do. I was just like, take this feeling away. For right now, you know, I don't really have a space to actively handle my emotions by myself. This is my space right here, being outside. This is why you guys see me recording outside all the time, so often. Because where I'm at, in the situation that I'm at, this is my space. This lawn chair right here, over by this school, this fence, all of this stuff, this place right here is my space. And it's getting colder, so I gotta have this big ass blanket, you know, I gotta like bundle up and shit. And so I was really overwhelmed, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. I can't go anywhere, so please take this away from me. And I was able to calm myself down enough to get out of the shower, get my clothes on, cried a little bit, staring at myself in the mirror. And then I went and watched a show with my cousin and my sister until I went to bed. But with me saying all that, right, I iterated it because it was an emotion that I thought I had ridden, right? I thought I was good. I didn't know why I was crying. I didn't know why I was overwhelmed. And to be honest, there's still a part of me that I don't know the exact reason where that came from. I have a feeling it's because of the situation that happened not too long ago about the person who hurt me. Someone had hurt me and they left my life, and I'm still hurting from that, and I'm probably going to be hurting from that for a long time. But not only was that coming up, I was getting really bad. The little body dysmorphia me came out, and I started nitpicking at myself. It was just hard to deal with. It was hard to cope with that. And then that, me being by myself, even though my family was there, and my sister asked me like 3 times that day, "Are you okay?" And she kept trying to get me to talk to her, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to cry. My emotions have their own thing. That's something I gotta work on. But she asked me a lot, and I just couldn't bring myself to talk to her. And I kept asking, and then it kind of made it worse, because I was like, okay, well, I clearly want to talk to someone about it, but I can't even talk to the people who are reaching out to me. So then I started thinking about, okay, well, I want to be with the love of my life. Maybe it'll make things easier. But in the situation I'm in right now, I know for a fact I cannot love somebody. I can't do it. I can't love them wholeheartedly, because I will become codependent on them, right? And it would be the same way if I had any friends that were like super close to me that I could talk to about really deep and personal things. If I had them there, I would become codependent on them. And I think that mindset stays in with me when my family asks, because I don't want to become codependent on anybody. I don't want to have to rely on somebody to help me work through my emotions. And in a way, that's me realizing that I'm losing control. There are some things that you just can't control. You can't control the way that you feel. You can't control... Well, no, you really can't. If certain emotions come up, you just can't control that, You can't control every situation. I was really optimistic when I made this move, and things did not go at all as I planned. And that's the daydreamer in me. I should have been a little more realistic, but I was just so excited to get out of the place that I was in. And things have been so different, so completely different from what I thought they would ever be. And it's been hard as hell. Oh my God, it's been so hard. And I take fault for that. I take fault for just believing that it was gonna just happen very quickly. We up and moved without any plan but to leave. Go across the country, got rid of everything, didn't sell anything because of reasons, toxic reasons that were in Kentucky, and we left everything we knew to move across the country. And though this has been one of the best moves we could have ever done, it's been the hardest thing I have ever done. Because I don't know if you're anything like me, but I don't like change. Change gives me anxiety a lot. I'm just now getting to a point where I like it. I like change. I like things to be a little bit different, but for a long time, change was not for me at all. And this is a big change. I'm completely out of my element. I'm completely out of my comfort zone. I have to adapt to my surroundings. And that just pushes me more into a place of, okay, loneliness. I need someone to help me. I want someone to help me. Why aren't you here? Where's the love of my life? Where is my soul family? Where are the people that I just feel comfortable enough to speak with? And you know what? It comes down again to me, because I have people here that want to help that I'm still not opening up to. It's my doing, I know this. And so with me saying all of this, if you are feeling this way, if you are feeling like you're alone, like there is nobody there for you, like you have no one, you are not alone. You're not. I promise you, you are not by yourself. Because whether you know it or not, and whether you know this person or not, there's somebody thinking about you. Always, there's somebody that loves you. There's somebody that cares. So the whole point of this video that I'm posting is I want you guys to accept that. I'm making this because I had a lot of realization today. You know, I was watching a tarot reading that triggered the fuck out of me. I mean, it triggered so much. And it made me realize a lot. But I was able to listen to the really tough message that I heard because I accepted 3 things. I accepted my feelings and the way that I was feeling and the way that my certain emotions were coming up. I accepted the fact that I was hurting. I accepted the fact that what I was hearing was triggering me. I accepted my feelings. And that is something you have to do. Okay, the very first thing you have to do is accept whatever you're feeling because they're valid. Okay, even the low vibrational energies, they're valid. I accepted that I could not control my situation. I had to release control. If I didn't release control, I was always going to be stuck here, and I accepted the fact that I cannot control what's going on in my life anymore. You know, this is just something I cannot control. It's out of my control. It's in the universe's hands. I have to be patient. I accepted that. And then lastly, I accepted that what I was feeling was probably stemming from insecurities. My own insecurities that I haven't healed. The insecurities that were, yes, brought upon me from other people, but it's that saying, right? Even though we don't cause the trauma, we're the ones that have to heal it for ourselves. And listening to that video and getting so triggered and getting so upset, I realized I have not healed that part of me that got triggered, that got upset, that part of me that is still bringing up these emotions, right? It's stemming from insecurities that I have not healed within myself. And I accept that. So once you accept those 3 things, it's gonna make life easier. Even if it's just slightly. It's not gonna make hearing messages any easier. You'll still get triggered, but you'll allow yourself to hear the messages and do what you need to do to fix it. You got this. You're so strong. Okay, you are. There are certain people that I've met in my life that have been through some tough shit and they're still going, and I'm proud of them. If I could go through what I've gone through, you can do it. If they can go through what they have gone through, you can do it. So please believe in yourself because I believe in you. Even with me fucking crying on this video, I believe in you, okay? From the bottom of my heart, I believe in you. I love you all so much. I love you all so much. And if you don't think anybody else is thinking about you, I'm thinking about you, okay? I am thinking about you. My heart is going out to you. And I'm telling you right now that you're loved. So loved. Thank you so much for allowing me to be vulnerable, for watching this. I have a headache. I need to go lay down and go to bed. But yeah. Much love. Until next time. Hopefully I'll be in a much better vibe, you know. Bye, please.
Baby, I'm wishing for you.